Right now, you're not using the most powerful force you can use to propel yourself forward to success in every single area of your life. And the reason you're not using it is because it's extremely misunderstood. What I'm talking about is usually known as the dark side of the force. It's shame and fear and self-loathing and hate and disgust. If you've seen Star Wars, you've seen Yoda say that this leads to the dark side, to destruction. Yoda was wrong, and this is why the Jedi Order was steamrolled by the Sith. Spoiler alert, sorry. Because it's plain wrong. If you use the power of shame, it can be one of the strongest forces in the universe. One of the strongest things available to you to improve your daily life, sculpt your future, make something of yourself. Society lacks shame these days. People are walking around fat, easily triggered, crying everywhere, blaming everything and everyone. Degeneracy runs amok. Not only is it very annoying to listen to, it also actively hurts you when you do it. Now, why is that? Why is shame so powerful? For a second, think about it. Why do you not steal from stores? I assume you don't. If you do, you can skip this question. But if you don't, like most of us, you don't steal from a store. Not because there's security, not because there are cameras, not because of the possible repercussions. You don't steal because you're not a thief. Why don't you beg for money? Because you're not a beggar. Why do you not subscribe to OnlyFans, girls? Because you're not a simp. You're not a simp, are you? If you are, I'm going to have to come over there and slap some sense into you. Don't be a simp, it's haram. But the reason you don't do these things is because they go against you as a person. You, who you are. It would be shameful. It would be wrong. Even if people wouldn't see you doing it, you would still know it was wrong. This is not you. And that's what it looks like when you utilize shame to its full effect. Peer pressure is actually great. You always see peer pressure get a bad rap. People say, yeah, it's always seen as bullying, etc. Peer pressure is great if you select your peers very, very carefully. Imagine you spend most of your time with a group of friends, brothers, acquaintances, people on the same path as you are. You spend time together. A challenge comes up. Now, these people know you as someone that is brave. You are a respectable dude. You are someone, a man of stature. Your word means something. And a challenge comes up. And you don't want to do the challenge, really. Like, you're deep down inside, you'd be fine if this one hadn't come on your path. But if it's ingrained in you that you are this person, and if your friends and everyone around you either can see what's going on, or they will see it, or they will know about it in the future somehow, now we're talking positive peer pressure. Because you're going to take on the challenge. Why? Because the alternative would be that everyone sees you as a coward. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not a coward. And I don't want to be seen as a coward. I couldn't live with myself being a coward. The power of shame compels you to do greater things than you would normally expect of yourself. To rise up to certain challenges. But it only does that if you decide who you are and you make sure that it drives you forward. The fear of having to live with people knowing you failed. The self-hate that you would experience when you realize that you're actually a coward, a failure. The self-loathing. All of that is really dark. And whenever this topic comes up, people sort of stress about it. They get uncomfortable. Because if I say self-hate and loathing and shame, it's all super negative, right? It's only super negative if you allow it to be. Massive expectations are fine. Feeling shame when you can't deliver on massive expectations is fine as well. You're going to give someone your word that something is going to happen, that you're going to achieve something. And you will fall short. This happens to us all. If you have no shame at that point, if you don't feel like you've just failed, if there's not an inkling of self-loathing, well, that's not good. Because then your word means nothing. If someone promises me something and he doesn't follow through, he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. If that person comes to me and says, hey, I promised this, I missed the deadline, I couldn't make it happen, I failed, that is actually fine. I appreciate that. But you know what usually happens? People usually can't handle that. They can't even handle that tiny bit of shame and hate. So what do? They come up with some lame excuse. Yeah, well, I couldn't do it because of X, or I couldn't do it but the deadline was, not really serious anyway, or you gave me an impossible mission. You get all this bullshit, all this crap. And why do I get the crap? Because you can't even handle one missed promise. You can even embrace the shame that comes with that. Yes, you failed. It happens to us all. No one is perfect. No one manages to go through life unscathed. No blemishes. No mistakes. That happens. But at least own up to it, like a man. If you fail, acknowledge that you failed. And then see what you can do to make it right. But do embrace the shame. And do realize that if you don't, it damages you way more than if you introduce some shame, some loathing, some self-hatred. Tiny bits, like poison. Don't wallow in it. Don't beat yourself up endlessly. But do allow yourself to feel when you've actually failed. Having a group of peers around you that are on the same path, that are on it, that want to see you win, creates positive peer pressure. So announce your plans. Make sure that they know what you're trying to do, what goals you're trying to achieve. Make sure that they can see you doing it. You're in a bar together, all of you. You see a beautiful girl. Go walk up to her. Make sure they see it. Trust me, they'll see it. Don't slink away. Don't be a coward. History doesn't remember cowards. Don't be that guy. Let shame drive you forward on your hero's journey. Tremendous force if you can make it work for you. Pick your peers carefully. Announce your plans. And make sure that your word means something. This is how you make shame work for you. Oh, and before I go, like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you don't do it for me, do it for my grandmother. She cries herself to sleep every night knowing that you haven't liked this video and haven't subscribed. Don't be a monster. Like and subscribe.